Welcome to the show, guys. Unmasking the Blueprint is a unique visual podcast that will begin each show with a blueprint shuffle. Yep, you heard me correctly. We will be shuffling. Grab a pen and a paper because the nuggets will be dropped for you to use and grow. We will interview business owners and music artists, and you'll be able to meet the person behind the brand. Each show will have a giveaway, so stay tuned to win.
Woo! Welcome to the show, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in on this wonderful Tuesday. Thank you, Mr. Pins. Y'all know my songwriter Pins. Y'all know my rider, my Dyer. Okay, always on point. Hey, Free Little, I see you already on the live. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. We have a songwriter on today. She is a mother. Let me see what she is. Let me see if she on here today. Where's she at? Hey, boo.
Hey, how you
I
doing?
am great, gorgeous. What's going on?
Thanks so much for having me. I was so excited about tonight. I'm like, oh, I get to chop it up with Rachel.
Yes, honey. Yes.
Yes.
Guys, y'all know I just love songwriter spirits. Okay. So I am ready for her to just give us all the tea. So before you get into the good tea, tell us a little bit about you. Where you from?
So I'm from Newburgh, New York. It's maybe about like an hour away from the city.
Oh,
And I was half raised in Jersey as well. So yeah, I started singing when I was I want to say I started singing when I was like a baby, but I started professionally singing, like seriously singing, when I was like around 7, and I started recording when I was 9.
well, you started recording like songs?
Yeah, like recording songs, like going to the studio, staying.
No, I love it.
I was 9.
9 years
Oh,
old.
I've been pretty blessed to know like what I wanted to do from a very young age.
Okay.
I used to always do local talent shows. I used to sing at my high school basketball games, the national anthem and everything. So I've just always been in love with the craft. And I've just been on my journey.
Wow, guys, I
Yeah,
don't know if y'all heard her say that is amazing.
yeah,
Now
absolutely.
that part of your journey I did not know because I be googling stuff and researching stuff.
Yes. I mean, it's just I've done so much. I don't really like to I'm proud of my accomplishments, big and small. But I kind of like to live in the present. I don't really like to my mentors were Boys and Men. I met the lead singer of Boys and Men when I was 12. He became my mentor. I would always be in the studio with those guys, and like while they were recording and everything, and it was just a blessing to be a part of. I was on Apollo when I was 14. They had me sing,
Wow.
and I don't know. I've just always been. I jokingly say my relationship with music is the longest relationship I've had. It, it's
I
the,
love it.
it's the most. I know what I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? Like I know
I,
what I'm getting, and I just love music. And even when there are times where I'm not exactly sure what I want to do at the moment, it always comes back because not only, am I a songwriter, like I write music for myself as well. I do
okay.
tools, I do theme songs. I have a lot that I like to tap into.
Okay.
So
Okay. Well,
yeah,
before we go to the next question, because you kind of brought a lot of tea in here,
yeah,
so I know you don't really like to go back, but we don't mind.
yeah, it's fine.
We don't mind you rinse your bag. So is
Yeah.
there anything else that's back there that you forgot? Because we don't mind hearing about it, okay?
Um yeah.
Wait a minute. Somebody said it's a reliable relationship.
It
I love it, Shay. I love it.
I can't, but it definitely is. It's a reliable relationship because, it's something that I've been familiar with since forever. I remember my grandmother telling me a story about she would sing, "He's got the whole world in his hands," right?
Hmm.
She would sing and she would have me on her shoulder. And when she would stop singing, I would stop singing. I was a baby. But then as
Wow.
older, I would like continue like humming and singing, and I just remember being very young, and my mother, so we have this thing like growing up in New York, like in my household, what we would do is like we would get up Saturday mornings, open all the blinds, like let the sun shine in. Me and my grandmother would run to the grocery store. But it was like in most households, it's like Saturday mornings is like the cleaning day.
Right.
My mother would be listening. We would be listening to music while we clean. And one song that she always played was Ooh La La by Tina Marie.
Okay.
And I remember singing that song with her, and like harmonizing with her. And that's where I got my voice from. I got my voice from my mother. She's shy when it comes to singing, but she can sing. Okay. And I remember like just being with my mother and her playing all of this great music. And I remember being a teenager when I realized that Tina Marie was white. And I was just so, I was so like, my gosh, it made me love her even more because it's like this blue-eyed soul. And like, she was just so soulful.
Right.
But yeah, it's just like, I remember like things like that and, singing, like at like local talent shows and all of that. And it was just, I just remember being able to like, I mean, I would wake my parents up early in the morning. It would be 7:00 in the morning. I'm singing at the top of my lungs.
No.
And they would let me. I mean, they would like really let me. I never had a moment where I felt like my mother didn't, or like I never had a moment where I felt like my mother was trying to push me in a different direction than doing music. So I'm definitely thankful for that. So
I love that. I so love it.
Yeah.
Hey, Brent James, how are you? So we have a Facebook user that said that's my star. Yes, but I don't know, for some reason I can't see their name. We have Free watching, we have Shay watching, we have the Pastor Brent James watching. We're so glad to have y'all tuned in today.
Tuning in.
Yeah, if y'all have any questions, you can drop them. I can gladly answer those also.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if y'all heard, but this is truly her mama. Hey, boo, your name not showing up. It says Facebook user. So we're glad to have you tuning in, my love muffin.
Yes, Ma.
And so, okay, and we had your beautiful mom on the show before too.
Yes.
And she is such a joy. So I already knew that this conversation is going to be amazing.
Yes, she really is. My mother, it's just a little tidbit. Me and my mother, it's so funny. She jokingly says sometimes that like we grew up together because she had me young. She had me when she was 17. But since I don't think I've ever felt like, and I'm not going to get emotional, but I'm just thankful for the mother that I had because I always knew that she was my mother, but my mother is my best friend. And like, we support each other and she's my go-to and, and I'm her go-to. Of course we have our separate girlfriends and, cause certain times you might not, but I can literally talk to my mother about anything. She'll check me when I'm wrong. She's just, always been that type of mom. And I'm just so thankful. Thank you, Ma. I just have to say that. Thank you.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I watch y'all on TikTok all the time. Y'all do have such a beautiful spirit together. And so she was like, my daughter does this. I'm like, well, let me hit your daughter up. I'll get her on the show. Put her on let me find a date for her.
Yeah, it's going viral on TikTok at least 5 times.
Yes, like she's like natural. Like it's a natural.
Yes, it is. And this is who I've seen for like growing up. This is who I've seen. The world is just getting to see her and her element and her, her she's like a comedian, but then she's fly as ever, and then she's a thrifter, and then she has her own boutique, and she styles me, like she gets me together. So it's just She
says she love you.
Love you.
Isadore. Does that sound right? Isadore. I tags up names, okay?
You listen, I'm going to tell you, that's somebody that you need to get on next. She's my writing partner. I'm in a collective called Pen and Melody with Isadore Noir and Splash Gordon. And those are my, like, I mean, we talk every day. If we're not writing, we chopping it up. We're very much in tune with one another. And she is another great vocalist / songwriter. And she does voiceovers. I mean, she's multifaceted.
I love it. And that's what this is for.
Right.
That's what it's for.
Yes.
Like I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never thought about doing a podcast before.
Mm-hmm.
And I closed my daycare And God had told me about doing a podcast. I'm like, what am I talk about?
Right.
And I heard him say it, but I was like, I'm not really worried about that. I'm not doing that. Because I have seizures. So I don't want to be on a podcast. Like, I don't want to have a seizure on a podcast. That would be terrifying for me, right?
Right.
And so I'm like, Pop. So I wrote it down because I'm obedient. And then he was like, podcast. I'm like, God, I'm just really not going to do that. And so he was like, unmasking the blueprint. I want you to introduce the people behind the brand. Mm-hmm. And so it's not just about you being exposed, being such an amazing person, singing since you was an infant, humming. Like, that's just such a great, it's just such a great story, But guess what? There's somebody who's just like you. When we get to the meat of your story, they stopped at 9 and 10 and 11. But you're finna show them how they can keep going. You know what I'm saying? How you kept going. I think you froze too. So, okay, guys, I'm going to answer this question. Okay, yeah, I think you're back now.
Okay.
And so,
what happened?
So I don't know, but I did see you freezing. I don't even know if I was still going. So Splash said she loved you. Somebody said, okay, you only getting one, your first line of support as a mom, right? That's true. Your mom should be your first line of support.
Okay. That's my partner. He does everything: producer, graphics, singer, songwriter, rapper. I mean, listen, Pen and Melody, you have got to be everybody that's watching, please be tuned into Pen and Melody. We have so much in store. So much.
Cool. Well, my husband is a songwriter.
Yes. So
I would definitely let him know too. Yes. Hey, I got a song that's out.
Yeah, you do?
I really do. I got mad at Facebook one day, girl. I'm so childish. So I got mad at Facebook because I was jamming and they blocked me.
What?
And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to make my own song. I'm going to sing it. I'm going to write it. And I told my husband, put me some lyrics. But he's like, who's going to sing it? I say, me. He's like, who? I said, okay, I'm not going to sing it. I'm going to talk it. Like, I'm going to say it, but it's going to be mine. And he's like, okay. And I did that thing, like real life. Like, I'm going to have to let you hear it one day. It's on one of my shows.
Okay.
All right. But enough about me, enough about your wonderful mom. Okay. Let's get this tea out. Okay. So you're so amazing already, right? And so you're so amazing. So my question is, how do you balance? Because I heard you have a kid, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. And so how do you balance that?
So he's musical too.
What?
So this is really, it's very easy for me to balance my music and being a mom, because for one, we're very close. But he's musical. He plays the drums in school. Like they just had a concert last week and he was like the main drummer. And
wait, how old is
he? He's 11. His name's Dimitri.
Okay.
But he makes beats. He has a Akai board. So what he started doing is, I remember the day he told me, like, Mom, I want to get in the band. They have the option. I said, okay, what instrument do you want to play? And he said drums, because I want to produce. So I want to learn how to do the drums. And then I'm going to take what I'm learning in school and like apply it to the beat machine. You know what I'm saying? So me and him actually take turns in the studio. I have a studio in my house, like a setup in my house. And we take turns. So there's times when I'm in there, and then there's times where he's in there. He'll be up till 2:00 in the morning on the weekends, just going.
Just doing his thing.
Yes. So it's
my God.
Because he's very musical. He can sing, but he doesn't want to sing, but like he harmonizes with me in everything.
I love it.
He's a personality as well. I mean, he's yeah.
I would love to have him on the show. Y'all finna hook my whole show up. Like, I already got like 4 new guests already. I think I'm in July. I think I'm in August. I think I'm booking for August. Y'all got my whole August booked, okay? Just by yourself. Like,
yes.
You, son, and everybody. Y'all just got it all August done. Period.
Yes.
I love it. I'm like so excited.
But just to continue on with that.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Just to continue on with that, like with my music, he definitely understands that my music is a passion and I'm not, playing with it.
Right.
Very understanding to that as well. So we don't ever clash when it comes to me recording, or, oh, I have a session, or, he might come in and say, oh, can I play the game a little longer, or can I do this, or can I do that? But like, he lets me rock out. He definitely out. So he's very supportive. He's my biggest fan, and he encourages me. He encourages my team. Like, he just, he's really, I love being his mom.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Especially with Mother's Day just being around the corner. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would love to have some words for him. I bet
Yeah.
he would definitely inspire some young people.
Yes, and he's like that. He likes to see people do well. He's the type of kid that, he speaks, he says please and thank you, and but then he gets on the game and he's telling the people off on the game too. He's like an old man.
So I have a question. So what do you see right now for him? Like, what do you think what you think?
I think, to be honest, I think that he's going to continue on with his producing. I plan on getting him into a performing arts school because I've already been looking around for it. I think he's pretty serious with the production. But if he changes his mind, he changes his mind. I told him whatever he wants to do, I am supportive. As long as it's positive, he has my full support. We'll do it. But I also encourage him to not flip-flop too. It's like, if this is what you say you're gonna do. Like, for example, with him being in the band, Tuesdays, Thursdays, he's at school at 7:30. He gets up in the morning, gets himself together. He makes sure he has his drums, his sticks, his music, his sheet music. He knows how to read music. So he gets up, he gets himself together, and he gets on out there, and he goes to his rehearsals
because he enjoys it.
Yeah, because he enjoys it. And it's, for me, it's just like, whatever you enjoy doing, hold on to that. I encourage him to hold on to it. I encourage him to always show up as himself, for himself, be good to people, and just whatever he wants to do, like, come on, let's do it. We on this journey together.
I love it. I love it. I've learned so much. I thought I knew a lot. And it's just like, yes. What else you got? And so, what projects are you working on currently? Do you have any new projects?
Yes, I actually have a few different things that I'm working on. I have a single dropping.
Okay.
It's called Kick It.
Okay.
The video will be dropping on the 17th as well. So you will be able to, get a little bit of.
Is this May?
Yes, May.
In May. Okay.
Yep. So I have a single and video dropping on May 17th. Pen and Melody, we have some collaborations that we have been working on that'll be coming out. We'll probably be doing a project. I am working on a project, but I am not rushing it. I don't have a release date for right now because I want to make sure everything is the way it needs to be. I just don't believe in releasing music just for the sake of releasing music. Yeah, those are the few things that I have going on right now. And yeah.
Your cousin Kim said, "Hey, cuz."
Hi, Kim. Thanks for joining.
She was on the show. Baby, y'all know what? Y'all family is on fire. Listen, like real life.
We know.
Like on fire. Like everybody's so gifted and talented in their own space and their own realm. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yes. And so I have that going on. And then I also, like I said, I've been like working on developing my son and like, being supportive with him. Any relationships that I have, honestly, I want him to be able to, go to the sessions with me. And if there's anybody that I can point in his direction, I have a lot of good, I have some good relationships, and a few people are willing to take him under their wing and like help him out with his production and like steer him, like the producers that I know and everything. So we're working on that. I've been collaborating with in my video that I have dropping on the 17th, I collaborated with Black-owned businesses from my community because I feel like it's so much, when you say, oh, you're from New York, it's like, I'm from Newburgh, New York. There's a lot of people don't know about Newburgh, New York, but Newburgh, New York is not too far from the city. And it's a lot of talent there. It's a lot of Black owned businesses there. It's a lot of, it's just it's really, I wanted to shed a light on everything positive in my city.
Okay.
So you're
I
gonna
love it.
see, yeah. So you're gonna see some Black owned businesses. You're gonna see some graffiti. You're gonna see some art. You're gonna see like just, me.
So I think your mama dropped New York performance.
Yes, I'm so
Uh,
sorry about that. Thank you,
uh,
Mom. Thank you, thank you. So I have a performance. I'm performing in Newburgh, New York, my hometown, for the
okay.
event that my friend Cream is hosting. He has a business called Cream Puffs.
Okay.
And it's a big deal. He had his first Juneteenth celebration last year. It was a great turnout. We had so many vendors that came out. It was great for the kids. It was great for the community. And I'll be performing this year.
Okay.
Yes, at the Cream Puffs Juneteenth event. And yeah.
Is this in person or online?
No, this is in person.
This is perform. Okay.
I willing. It's in person.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm extremely excited about that because it's gonna be, it's just gonna feel good to just be performing home.
I love it.
First time that I performed in a very long time.
Because of COVID, I'm sure.
Yeah, because of COVID. Like aside from like performing at like basketball games and things like that. But yeah, like performing my own music. Yeah, first time in a long time. So I'm extremely excited about it.
So I'm trying to get all of it on the screen so I can see it. So it says, shout out to your mom. It says to raise a child in the way that they should go. And then it says to see your child grow and to pour into her child is such an awesome and beautiful legacy.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
A thing to see. And it really is. I couldn't get the words together, but thank you, my bestie Shay got it. Like, I love that because I was on a podcast yesterday and it was about Mother's Day. And it's a lot of hurt. Like, you don't even see that in your relationship with you and your mom. You know? But toxic relationships breed toxic relationships with other parents, with their kids and their kids and their kids and their kids. And Shay said it, like your mother embedded something so beautiful in you. Oof. And then you embedded something so beautiful in your son. Yeah. And you don't even understand. Like that's just such a great breath of air.
Yeah, it's a blessing. I think even when I put up my Mother's Day post, I'm like, I thank God every day for the mother that I had because
that's right.
I have friends from all different walks of life, and not all of my friends had good relationships with their moms. Not all of my friends had like positive upbringings, and you know what I'm saying? And it really matters. It really
does.
Foundation, because like everybody now, I feel like us as a people, we're lately been getting into a space of breaking generational curses and thinking about generational wealth. And I look at some of my friends that really kind of got it out the mud, as we say, and just to see them thriving and being able to like just overcome different challenges that they've been, because I say it all the time. For one, let's sidebar, I'm a big mental health advocate. I am all about taking care of your mental health and
I love it.
encouraging others to take care of their mental health. And it's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Woo.
So, I'm glad that, I get to speak on it, but it's just, I look at we all have our things. We all have our things. We all have different traumas. Whatever I went through can't take away from the trauma that you've gone through and experienced, and vice versa. So
absolutely,
for me, it's like when I look at my peers and I look at the people around me that I grew up with, and to see what they've just having the relationships that I have with them, and just seeing different things that they've been through, and I'm like really inspired. They inspire me. I try to let them know that I love them all the time. When we speak, I try to let them know that I'm inspired, that I'm proud of them. If you follow me on Instagram, you see me on Facebook, that's one of my that's what I do. Like, I spread love. I feel like it doesn't take that.
Oh, it doesn't.
costs you nothing to share something, to show love, to, big up your brother, big up your sister, and, support your friends. It's like, if I know my friend has a clothing line, that's the first place I'm gonna go. I need looks for my photo shoot. I need looks for my video shoot. What you got?
Right.
Like
I
different.
love that.
And that's something that I am really serious about. Everybody can't go on your journey with you. But if you're willing to go with me, let's do this together. You know what I'm saying? Like, as I grow, let's grow together. And anybody that's on that same path as me, and as far as not necessarily music, but it's like, if you're trying to push forward, if you're trying to do something positive, I support you. Let's do it. Let me know what I could do to support you. Like, I feel like us as a people, we need to start being more about one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, it starts with us. I don't mean to go too far.
No, you're good. You're great.
Even
because you never know who needs to hear this.
Right. Exactly. Like, perfect example, my nails. These are synthetics, right? My cousin has her own nail company called Nova Nails.
Wow.
What you to do, instead of me getting my nails done, I could have went and got my nails done. Instead of me getting my nails done, I want you to design my nails for me. And this, because think about it, especially being in entertainment, especially being a songwriter, especially being, an artist and all, we switch up a lot.
Right.
So it's like, I don't have time to go to the nail salon every time. It's like, yep. So now you're my nail lady, you're my nail tech. And anytime I have something going on, like, she's gonna be shout out. Anytime I have on anyone's product that is in my team or whatever, it's like, it's not just, I'm not doing this just for me, basically.
I love that. I love that. I have an event that's coming up. It's called Take Your Life Back. It's a campfire event. And like you were saying, mental health. I feel like I don't care what you want to do, but until you get that mental right, until you get that mindset right, you still continuously keep getting stuck.
Right.
But the bad part is, we're not stuck in the present, we're stuck in the past.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
A majority of people, even if the past was just yesterday, you're still stuck on that yesterday, is why you can't get past this today.
Right.
And so that's what that's kind of where I'm shifting. I'm starting to shift a little bit, because I realize I like to help you make money online, but sometimes I can't help them because they're so broken.
Yeah.
Mindset broken.
Right.
That they can't even visualize, So mental health is so important. I used to fight in high school. But let me tell you a secret. I fought because I was molested. But I didn't know that. Like, I just used to fight. Like, if you look like it, like, I just used to fight. And so one day I was like, why am I always so angry? Like, who wakes up just angry all the time?
Right.
And so when I wrote my book, I realized anytime you trigger something inside my head.
Exactly.
Soon as that trigger, the first thing, I was unable to fight him. I was unable to respond. So as soon as this trigger, my light bulb go off, I'm fighting. Because I'm like, you can't tell me, you ain't gonna hold me down, you ain't gonna suffocate, you right?
Right.
And so this anger was coming from and I was like, hold on, Rachel, these people didn't do nothing to you. Let everybody start from their place.
Exactly.
But you can't have people start from their place, because you're so broken. Your place is already a 5.
Right.
I'm already at a 5.
Exactly.
And so mental health is so important. And thank you for bringing that up, guys. That wasn't even a part of the show today, but apparently somebody needed it.
Absolutely. And it's Mental Health Awareness Month. And it's, thank you for sharing that, because I know that's, you're sharing your truth, and, no one's better. It's always better when you share your truth instead of someone else trying to tell your story. Like, it's up to you. And it's, everybody handles things differently. And, just like you said, you try to help people, but everybody's not in the same place on their journey. So, it's like everybody.
And I just want to help them.
Yeah, everybody has to do their part. Everybody has to do their work to deal with their, with their traumas and, and their healing. I know some people that have been through things, and I know a 50-year-old right now that never dealt with their traumas, and they're just never happy, and it's just one of those things where it's just like you got to get to a point where you're like, you just gotta like get tired of being tired. And it's easier said than done because it's a battle. It's a constant battle.
I'm going to say this because she brought that up about a 50-year-old, and I want y'all to marinate on this for a second.
Mm-hmm.
If I want you to imagine whatever happened to you, I'm going to give you an example to make it easier. So let's say that somebody injures you and you're hurting and you're crying, right? Mm-hmm. And you're in your room and you're crying and you're having a breakdown and you're about to have a blood pressure, you're about to have a heart attack, and that person is sitting on the beach drinking a margarita.
Okay.
That person who caused your harm and danger is living their best life.
Not even thinking
about you. And now you had a stroke, you have high blood pressure, and that's where my own it comes. Own your own emotions.
Right.
Own your emotions. Don't own the hurt. Because the hurt, the best way I can put it is just how I explained it. Mm-hmm. That person who's angry, you're so angry, but the person who caused that pain, either they dead and they're not feeling no pain, or they outliving a whole best life. Mm. And you're causing pain. That's as best way I can put it. And that's where I had to realize, like, I done got stitches in my hand, and my arm, I'm doing all this stuff. I'm so full of anger, and he living his best life. Mm. Like, and that was my, okay, Rochelle, let's not be that person, right?
Right.
Let's move away from that person, because when you really, what does it do for us? It doesn't.
Right.
It benefits us none when you really think about it. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I try to tell people. I know it's easier to say, oh, this happened to me and this is why I'm this way. But if you,
I'm sorry.
You sure it's not a fire?
No, it's not a fire. Hold on.
Okay, I'm like, oh, we having a fire? So, guys, I don't even know. We wasn't even going to talk about mental health, but she brought it up. And so apparently somebody probably needed to hear it. And so I hope that this blessed somebody, because I want you to understand that no matter what you're going through, I promise you that mindset can fix it. And so tell us, you back?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so I had a question for you. So I would love to know, because I think you're just amazing. Give me 3 fun facts.
3 fun facts. Let's see. My favorite snacks. Well, my favorite snack is frozen pineapples.
Okay.
My favorite.
Healthy?
Yes. It. Well, you can overdo it, and then my favorite show is Golden Girls.
What?
Yes.
Oh, that's from your mama.
That's from my grandmother. When I would go and visit my grandparents, my grandmother would have the Golden Girls on. I mean, so much I have shirts, I have coffee mugs, I have the box set.
I love it.
Let me see what else. I feel like I have a lot of fun facts though. Like, I feel like I have a lot of like things that like people don't really know.
All right, guys, drop me some fun facts while she's thinking of another one.
Yeah.
I know that Mama's in there. Who else are watching? Kimberly, come on, what y'all see in there?
Let me see.
What is it? The Writers Club? What was the rest of the name of it?
Let me see.
I don't know. Why would you give me such a hard question?
I don't even. It's just so. It's like one of those situations where it's like you just have so much you don't know what it. Like, okay, so I started wearing bifocals when I was 3 years old.
Okay.
So I had like these huge bifocal glasses, and they used to call me Coke bottles.
Oh, kids are so mean.
But they weren't. It was mainly my cousins. It was mainly my cousins.
Not the family. Not the family.
It'd be your own people. But I used to always sing my face off, so it didn't matter.
Wait a minute.
But yeah, those are like kind of like 3.
No, they got something for you, okay?
Okay, what is it?
Somebody said that you think your feet is the prettiest feet, but they
feet are I wish I could listen. take my feet are beautiful, and I get pedicures all year round. All year round. I know who said that. I ain't even gonna.
I'm pretty sure that's your mama.
I'm pretty sure it is. But
And
yeah.
so Shay said, "What's your favorite?" Shay said, "What's your favorite childhood cartoon?"
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry. Okay. That's your age bracket. Okay.
Yeah, I love Tom and Jerry. Non-cartoon, I used to watch Power Rangers before I went to school. And then of course, I used to always beg my parents to let me stay up so I could watch Martin.
Oh no, I love Martin though.
Brothers,
I love
all of them. Oh
I gotta say, I'm gonna give you that one. Somebody said, not the pot set. What's the pot set? Did I miss something?
What pot set?
You know what? I want to say Isadore. I know I messed it up the first time. Is that still mess it up?
Pot set. Yeah, Isadore. But pot set.
P-O-T, pot set.
Pot set. Elaborate, Izzy, please. Because
I'll tell you what we just said. Okay, and then somebody said, okay, so she said, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color, it used to be black.
Okay.
I've been trying to get into more pinks, and green is another one of my favorite colors. And I like earth tones.
Okay, pinks, green, earth tones, a little black. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
The black though. It's been green, and like I even have it on my nails. It's been green, different shades, because I always here's another fun fact about me. I always use green hearts. And the reason why I use the color green and the reason why I love the color green is because it symbolizes renewal. A fresh, it's like, So yeah, that's where I get the green from. But like I love earth tones as well.
Okay.
And lately these days,
I don't know, you look pretty good in that red though.
It's pink and green.
Is that pink and green?
Yeah.
You're not gonna tell nobody.
Yeah, it's like a fuchsia, but
fuchsia. I can see.
Yeah. So definitely like greens and like earth tones.
Okay, I got you.
Yes.
So somebody want to know, Shay, that's a good question, Shay. What's your favorite actor?
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Male actor.
One of them. Okay, so one of them is Lorenz Tate.
Okay.
Anybody that knows me knows that Love Jones is my favorite movie, hands down. I'm always posting about Love Jones. A picture, something. I love Jones. So Lorenz Tate. Who else? Idris Elba. And not even because of how he looks or nothing like that. I love how he can flip it, how he can switch his accents and stuff too. But I do
throwing that in just in case.
Because it's not even, I'm not, I really, who else? Favorite actor. What is his name? The guy who played the father on Crooklyn.
Guys, who is that?
The guy who played the father on Crooklyn. He also played in the movie with Chadwick Boseman. And he just played in The Harder They Fall. That's one of my favorite.
Played the father on Del Rey Lindo?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it was your mama that said that fast.
Yes.
I was just about to Google it.
Off the top, those are the three.
Okay. And so one more question, guys. So one more. It says, if you could collaborate with any artist, living or deceased, who would that be? One male and one female.
Really? Oh my gosh, that's hard.
She like, this how y'all doing me on the show.
That's I mean, I would say Beyonce.
Okay.
So I don't even have to say Beyonce. I would say Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay.
y'all a few. I would say Jasmine Sullivan, Mary J. Blige.
Oh, yeah,
I,
you gotta add that Mary J in there. I got you.
I adore, and Lauren Hill.
Oh, oh,
Um,
that is a hard one. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, it's a lot of them.
males. I would say. Oh, you said not living as well.
Uh-huh. She said either one.
Okay. Tupac.
Okay, okay.
Um. Oh my gosh, my gosh, my gosh. I don't know how I'm all over the place. Drake.
Okay, okay.
Um. Who else? Who else? Who else?
There's just so many great ones out
It's
there. It's so many
is
great
it really because I
ones.
mean even back to the women, I think about Layla Hathaway. I think about this group called Moonchild, who just it's just like soulful. Anyone
Right,
anyone soulful and like just out the box and just like I have so many artists that inspire me. I can't even
right.
I couldn't even I'm doing myself and them a disservice by trying to narrow it down.
You know
It's
what? And
tor-
I, and we gonna respect that because I
it's
definitely get.
torture. I have so many that I
She's right, supposed to be hard. That's
yeah,
me up here making.
yeah.
And shout out to Nurse Week to you, Shay, too.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Shout out to my aunt, who is a nurse. My best friend is a nurse. Yes, absolutely. Shout out to them.
Real life. Like they do an amazing job.
Amazing.
Amazing. Well, guys, I don't y'all. If y'all know any artists, okay. So we kind of passed our time, but
Okay.
I would like to do one more thing. So if you could, if somebody, if a up and coming artist, what would advice would you give them?
Love what you do.
Oh,
Because when you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work. And don't get me wrong, on this journey, especially being a musician and anybody that's like if my team is still here, and anybody else that's a creative that's on this live right now, you know, there are times where you fall in and out of love with during your journey. I mean, because again, like I said, I just turned 36. I've been singing since I can remember and
right,
recorded since I was 9. So throughout that journey, it's like you're gonna have those moments where you get a little discouraged, just like push through it. Even if it's okay if you take a break. Do not rush your process, but definitely do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on your journey. You didn't come this far to only come this far. There's no way in hell I could turn back and say, all right, I quit. It'll never happen
right,
because
right,
I've invested too much into my purpose, into my craft. I have to see it through, and I recently, especially even like this year, last year, um I kind of went through a little bout of like depression, and I was kind of like dealing with a few things, and you know the new year came in, and I'm just in a whole another space, like back in the space that I need to be in, where I'm inspired and I'm starting to listen to more music again, and
right,
falling back in love with my craft, and like really starting to enjoy the journey, because once you realize that what's for you is for you,
mm,
there's
that's good.
there's no rush. You grow as you go, you
So
know.
Splash said definitely there's downs and ups, and there's a couple more downs than LOL. Basically,
Yes,
a lot of times you have downs, but that's why you have to love it. You
exactly.
know,
Exactly. When you love what you do, it's everything falls back into place. And it's just you gotta, and something else too, you have to learn to appreciate your small wins. You-
yes, that's good.
Like even if you say, if you maybe today you didn't wake up and you didn't really do anything to contribute to your craft, right?
Right,
Tomorrow it's like a whole new day. You could change that. It's like
that's
I
facts.
I try to make is to work on some aspect of my craft every day, even if it's for 30 minutes. Cause naturally, I'm not established yet. So, I like, again, I have to juggle being a mom. I am an analyst by day, but I'm a songwriter, I'm an artist,
Absolutely.
creative, and I'm going through my journey, and so I'm just, that's what I would say.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so somebody said the small wins count. Those small wins definitely do count. Those small
Yeah,
wins definitely do keep you going and seeing the light when the
abs-
tunnel seems so far.
absolutely.
Yeah, I don't even, I probably shouldn't bring it up, but it came to my head when you was talking. I have decided to write a movie.
Okay.
I write books. I have written like 8 already,
Yeah.
right? And so I decided to write this movie, and it's been in my head for 2 years. And then I had a guest on the show and was like, I don't know why, but something about you said you're gonna write a movie. I was like, you
Right.
all in my head, right? And so we got to talking, and like you was just saying about the slide, every day I get up and I say I'm gonna find me a class to take. And
Mm-hmm.
every day I don't take this class, and something about what you just said, I'm like,
You
tonight before I
take,
close my eyes, I'm gonna find like
yes.
I just don't want to do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't, can I just stick with what I already know, like in my own
But see, that's
comfort
the,
zone?
that's the thing. That's
It
what
I
you
know.
learn on your journey too. It's like, it's not just about like getting up and doing it. You have to do your homework. You
You
gotta
do.
educate yourself, because you gotta think about it, right?
Right.
Where you play, okay, you say you want to do a movie, right? You've written books, you have your unmasked, you have your podcast, you have your husband, he's a musician as well, so you have things going on. But
Right.
you have to get to a point, and this is something that I'm we grow as we go, right?
Right.
So you learn different things. I'm learning a lot of things from my mother and her business and how she handles things. And it's just one of those things where it's like, you have to be willing to put in the work for the major things that you want. So you're,
Right.
you're only going to be in a you're only going to play in a small stadium if you have to be willing to learn. You have to.
I
And
already
you got to
know.
be willing to learn, and you got to be willing to take the time to like watch a YouTube video on it, or go to, or look up a class and spend the
I
money.
have a big brain. So when I want to do something, like I gotta know it. Like I'm that person, gotta know everything. So I'm like, why do you want to do something different? Like why do we want to start something different? Because I'm not the one that I gotta know everything. I
Oh,
gotta be behind the scenes, around the corner.
uh-huh.
So yes, guys, this show has been so amazing. She didn't put me into gear. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'll be up tonight, all up like this, looking up stuff, making stuff happen. I'm so inspired. I love to be around people who bring out, that pushes you when you don't really want. Like, I need to be pushed. Like, I know I need to do it because I keep saying it. But yeah, then you got somebody that's like, damn, like, ugh. Okay, now put it in an atmosphere. So that means I will do it tonight.
Yeah. You got people
Uh
live that's
I
Shay,
am gonna go. Huh?
look,
Go ahead.
Shay, go ahead and get her together.
Did you say Shay?
Yes.
Because Shay be on it,
Yeah.
okay? She definitely be on it. And
Yeah.
so, guys, this has been so amazing. But before
Yeah.
we go, I do definitely need one thing from you. I do need for you to tell us, how do we find your music? Where do we find you? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I'm available on all streaming platforms:
Okay.
Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, um,
Is
all.
it your name? Is
Yeah,
it just
Lauran Marie, and it's spelled
okay?
Lauran Marie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not spelled with the E. Most people spell it with an E, but it's Lauran Marie. It's spelled with an A and
Okay.
E. Please definitely look out for everything that I have coming. You can follow me on Instagram, Lauran Marie Official. I am Lauran Marie on Facebook. So yeah, and creatives, let's link. Let's link. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on. After we end the show, if you could please drop your links below.
Yes.
It just makes it so much easier for them to go. Make sure they get the right Lauran Marie, the right person, and follow. She already told y'all she's such a beautiful spirit, guys. I'm so
Thank
like
you.
I'm telling you, I met her mom, and I think we're like best friends. Like she don't even know. Like I was just like, I love her. Like ask your mama. Like I be inboxing her. What you doing? What you got going? Like for real. Like I mean, I just
Yes.
love your mom. Like instantly, like clicked. And
Yeah.
so when I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna love her daughter. Like we gonna instantly click. Like,
Yes.
and then I hear y'all, but I'm like, done,
Yeah.
right? And then I have Kim is like,
Yes.
like I'm in a family now.
And
I'm a,
little cousin Kiki. I'm not sure if she's on here, but I go on and on and on about my cousin Kiki.
is that the
And
baby? Is that Kimberly's daughter?
yes.
I love her. I
First
love her. She
them,
can hold her own
first,
conversation.
absolutely she can. And I just have to, just give a shout out to my cousin Kim. Because when I tell you the type of mother, she's another woman that I have grown up looking up to. And just the way you can always tell by someone's child, like it's just I can't even get my words together, but them being around them every time we get together, it's just such a breath of fresh air. I mean, always. And then my little cousin, and she has her own business, and she's
With
doing
an S.
her thing, and it's just like I'm just in awe of her. Every time she speaks, I'm in awe of her. Like she is going to do some amazing things.
Amazing.
Just
I love this show.
we love it.
I love this show because I am just meeting so many amazing. I'm introducing the world to some. I mean, y'all are amazing.
Thank
Like
you.
people better go back and watch these shows and get some nuggets.
Yes.
The only bad thing we didn't do about Lauran Marie is we didn't go back and she didn't give us no trauma, because she ain't had. We didn't hear about that. Which usually helps people.
We're gonna do this again, and we can have another discussion. I do have some trauma.
And and why I laugh and say that, because people like, oh well, her life was perfect. That's why her and her son is perfect. I'm just being honest. That's how they do.
I started dating my son's father when I was 19. He was 23. When I was 24, we decided that we wanted to have a child. Dimitri was planned. He got murdered in 2012.
Oh no.
So it has been, so one thing about it though is his presence is still lingering, and
I mean, look at the seed that he left.
Yeah, and he looks exactly like him. And one thing about me is, which I'm another reason why I'm so thankful for having the mom that I have, is because she always showed me how to get to the bag, always showed me how to carry myself as a young woman, always held me, made sure she held us to a standard. Like, if you're wrong, just say you wrong, fix it, hold yourself.
Yeah.
And all of that. And so when everything happened, it was traumatizing. Like, I have anxiety from it. And ever since then, it's just like, yeah, I'm not going to fall into like the poor me section. Now, I'm not knocking anybody that is still dealing with a loss or nothing like that.
Right.
But there did come a time where, like, when it happened, I had to immediately pop into mom and dad mode. And I was always determined to, like, he's not here, but I'm not gonna allow that. That's not gonna cripple me.
I love that.
Cripple me. So I bust my ass. I done worked some jobs that I ain't want to work, and it got to a point where I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go hard. And that's just how it's always been. So, everybody has different, and there's other things that I've been through as well, but that was the closest I mean, we were engaged, so
I did not know that, guy audience. I did not know that. Yeah. But thank you for sharing, though.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's people that's gonna be like, oh, Michelle, her life's so perfect, and and they need to know I have, thank goodness I have a wonderful mom, I have a wonderful son, but
Mm.
I still go through stuff and I still make things happen.
And it wasn't a cakewalk to get here. Like, I really got it out the mud. Like, nothing was handed to me. Nothing was handed. My mother, like, we worked, me and my brother, we worked. Like, we had to pull our weight and do what we needed to do. My mother, of course, was A1, but it's just like she taught us to, you got to hold your, and
I
that's
love that.
how it's been. So now I'm teaching my son the same thing. So yeah, and then he has good support. Like, he has his uncles. He has, I have majority guy cousins, and and adopted brothers, older brothers, and stuff like that. So, like, good. He's really good. He's gonna be in the video too. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to send it over to me so I can post it here
Sure
when everything come out, because that's what I do. Once you're on the show, I'll be reach out. Hey, you got something for me to share? Because
Yeah.
that's sharing is caring and it's free.
Yes.
It's not hurting me anything to share.
Exactly.
So absolutely, guys, this has been a wonderful show. If y'all missed anything, go back and rewatch it. If you know any artists, go share it.
Absolutely.
It could bless somebody's soul.
Yes.
And so we dance out at the end. Don't know if you want to dance out with us or not.
Okay, how does it go?
Okay, here come the music. We're gonna dance on out. And so make sure you come back in a little bit later and drop the information below too.
Okay.
All right, guys. We're about to dance out. So this is called the Unmasking Shuffle. I made that up. Okay. My husband put the beats together, and I can't really dance, so I made it very simple for you. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Thank you for tuning in today. It would mean the world to me if you will leave a review, a rating, and subscribe to my show. Please share with your family and friends if you enjoyed the show. This show, I'm asking the blueprint, is for you. So send me a message with the topics you want us to discuss.
Hey.
Until next time, y'all stay safe.
Woo! I definitely appreciate you being on tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
The show